busy media day today, and I'm going to explain why. Wow. I can't even articulate this. For everybody that's been following me since the early days, that have known me for a while, I've been doing this a while. You know, we're getting more popular. News Undone is doing well. We're getting sponsors. We have a great team. Paris, Percopis, Liz Lang, myself. We have a great team. And I have to be extremely, extremely blunt. Smear stories don't really come out if you're not gaining traction. Just a couple weeks ago, it was showing that Tony Evers and Tim Michels were at a dead heap. This story comes out about sexual harassment and all this stuff on the Michels Corporation. That's like, and they're trying to tie Tim to that. That's like me trying to tie someone getting harassed in the Capitol to Governor Evers when he's in Washington at an event for Joe Biden. No, nobody intelligent to do that. With that said, though, what is the underlining theme that I think a lot of people are not really checking on? Tim has got to be winning at this point. There's no way they shoot that off this early. And I know it's late, but it's still early. They could have waited right before the election for any of this. That means they really don't have a whole bunch on Tim. Because, I don't know, Tim is a decent human being. And this is, and you guys don't understand. Most of you guys listen to this. Most of you men, women, you guys are intelligent. With that said, some of the people that might be newer to politics that pop me in or click my face and see this might be like, oh, what's the significant aspect of it? The significant aspect of this is very clear. They're desperate. And there's no way they drop something like this if they're not. It's just like with the residency thing in the beginning. They tried to get Tim off the ballot early because they wanted Clayfish because they knew they could beat her. People get mad when you tell the truth. And they got mad at me about the whole Clayfish thing. I'm not going to rehash that. We'll save that for another day. With that said, though, this is a positive sign for the Michels campaign. Because obviously the allegations, you can't really tie him to it. That's a joke. Whatever. Tim is a great guy. Good Christian guy, too. That aspect of it is laughable. With that said, though, I'm telling you, this really, really, really is saying a lot about Evers on his side of the aisle, trying to tie him to something to where he was not directly part of. It's like the whole gas tax thing. It's funny. They keep trying to tie Tim to these things and they have no evidence of it because I don't know. Is Tim just some type of shrewd and manipulative operative? Former Army Ranger that can avoid wrongdoing even with witnesses there? Or I guess everybody's on Tim's payroll now, right? It's ridiculous. And I haven't even been reading some of the other content creators because after the Clayfish thing, I listen to people or whatever, but I just keep it moving now. I don't really got a whole bunch of friends anymore in this media game. You don't have any friends in this game. People are just, they're so competitive and don't even know. Like the guys that are like, oh, no one's in competition with me. I'm not in competition with anyone. They be the main ones. See, I believe that for a minute. But anyway, with that said, wow. Looks like Tim is up. Next segment.